Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half acre homestead, and today I'm making my classic Dutch oven chicken and rice. So here I have 3 partially still frozen chicken legs with the backs attached, and I've got them in this little sausage pan because I like to give them a really good browning in the oven before I add them to the rice. I'm out of my favorite spice rub that I use on chicken and pork. I'm just going to make some right now and get that out of the way and done so we can use it on our chicken. Excuse the sound of my dishwasher. This is a working kitchen. Okay, so here we've got my beat up. I've already started making some of this, so my coffee grinder is a little bit on the powdery orange side, as you can see, because I've been working with this. Now, first things first, I'm going to put in I'm going to get the rougher ingredients going here. And these are dehydrated sweet peppers. So I'm going to grind all these individually so that I can measure them. We'll figure it out as we go along. So, starters, let's get going on this. I'm actually going to throw the last of my old spice from my... I just reuse these spice containers from Costco. Now, if you're working with hot peppers, be really careful. See that little puff of dust? That can be really dangerous for your lungs. Oh, so here is... Let me see what this is. This is a 1/4 cup of sweet peppers. Probably in the dishwasher too, so. Because I was making more spices. So we got a 1/4 cup of sweet peppers. Now, one of the big things, one of the big flavors is onion. And this is my dehydrated onion. I'm going to be doing a lot of onion powder. It's one, like I said, it's one of the main flavors. Is a 1/2 cup of onion powder. 1/2 cup of onion powder. Now I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of black peppercorns, a 1/4 cup of coarse pickling salt. You can use whatever salt you like, but this is not iodized. That's why I like it. We're going to grind those together. Nice. So this is, like I said, whew, be careful with that powder. Tablespoon of peppercorns and a 1/4 cup of coarse pickling salt. Now we're going to grind up stuff that doesn't really need grinding. 1/4 cup of garlic powder. If you have garlic flakes, then just grind them until you have a 1/4 cup of garlic powder, of sweet paprika. Whoa, a little bit too much there. There's our oven. Of garlic, 1/4 cup of sweet paprika. And this is about a tablespoon, my last tablespoon of hickory smoked paprika. About a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. And we're not really grinding, we're just basically mixing, but be careful taking that off. On goes the lid. We just shake it up. Okay, our oven is just about at 375. And I'm just going to coat the chicken in this seasoning all over, because we are going to be saving some of the juice from this chicken when it cooks and putting it in with the broth for the rice. All right, this is going into an oven at 375 for 30 minutes because it's partially frozen. Now let's work on our veg. Okay, so here's my Dutch oven, and I've got it on high. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in there. You can use whatever you like. And I'm going to put in 2 cups of vegetable broth. Thank you, my dear friend, for sending me this chopper, because yes, I did break my last one. Again. So what I have here is 3 carrots, 3 small onions, and 2 peppers. Basically, what I had in the fridge. I'm just going to chop them up on the smallest setting because we want them to cook. They've got to cook. They're raw, right? I'm not using dried ingredients today except for parsley. I'm going to get these into the broth and then finish chopping the rest. The more vegetables you have, the less rice you need. Now, because we are using fresh vegetables, it's going to give off a lot of water. That's why I only use 2 cups of broth. So I'm doing about 1.5 cups of rice. This is basmati rice. Now, as soon as that comes to a boil, I'm going to put my lid on it and I'm going to shut it off. And then when my timer goes off for my chicken, we'll put the chicken on top. Alrighty, I'm going to take my chicken out of the oven. Some parsley. Woo! Almost too much, but we like a little bit of green in there, right? If I'd had a green pepper, it would have been just perfect, or some celery, but we're working with what we have. Alright, so now we're going to put our chicken on top of our vegetable and rice. Let's take the juice here and just drizzle it right down in the center. Give that lovely flavor. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on this. And this is going back into the oven, but I'm turning the oven down to 350. This is going to go back in the oven for another 25 minutes or so. All right, Howard's going to be home any minute. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? All right, I'm going to get Papa's plate ready. All right, I'm going to cut one of these legs in half. Oh yeah, look at that. You've seen me make this with dried ingredients. Oh, sounds like Daddy's just walking in the door. Now I know he's going to ask for some ketchup to dip his chicken in. Oh, excuse yourself. Here's your Dutch oven chicken and rice. I made it with all fresh veggies this time.
Very nice.
And that's, you got to taste this because this is, I made my spice mix. Oh, greasy.
It's thirsty.
She's thirsty.
Very tasty.
Alrighty, thank you, dear. There we go. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, chicken and rice and my favorite spice. Made with fresh ingredients this time. Take care, God bless.